What's up, everybody? Dapper Jeff here, coming at you digitally from the world of Monster Hunter. I'm standing in front of the canteen so we can prepare a fantastic dish this week that once the Palico chef prepares it in his canteen, I'm going to prepare it in my kitchen so you guys can prepare it in yours. It's going to be super awesome. We got this fantastic wyvern skirt steak with cudgel onion, steadfast mashed spuds, and an exquisite shroom cap gravy. So come with me as I order this dish. Chef, I wish to pay you with monies. Custom platter. We're gonna grab for the first ingredient this fantastic wyvern skirt steak. To accompany it, we definitely want our exquisite shroom caps for the gravy. We're gonna go with some mashed steadfast spuds. And last but certainly not least for our dish, we are going with, let's see here, where did I put it? Oh yeah, some cudgel onion. Let's watch as the Palico chef prepares the dish. Oh man, look at all that good stuff. Love how intense he gets when he cooks. Alright, that looks amazing. Tastes amazing. But you know what? Our dish is gonna look just a little different. Alright guys, for this fantastic, exquisite shroom cap gravy, you're gonna need a couple things. 3 tablespoons of olive oil or butter. I'm using butter because butter makes everything better. 3 cups of thinly sliced baby bella or white button mushrooms. We're not a big mushroom crew, so I've only got 1 cup, and that's okay. A half cup of finely chopped onion. I'm using the full cup because, again, it's my dish, and I'm doing it my way. I've got 3 cloves of minced garlic, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and 3 cups of beef stock.
Say 3 cups of beef stock.
And 3 cups of beef stock.
Thank you. Done.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is over medium-high heat, take your 3 tablespoons of butter or oil or oiled butter. I think they call that margarine. I could be wrong. And just right in the pot, pan, whatever. I'm gonna let that warm up, let that butter melt down, which it is already doing. Awesome. All right, so now that our butter's pretty good and melted, I'm gonna take our 1 cup of onions, toss them in, along with our mushrooms. Remember to wash your mushrooms, guys, like seriously. Now I'm just gonna let this sit in here and saute till they're both browned and cooked, which will be about 5 to 7 minutes. All right, guys, so now that we've browned our mushrooms and our onion, we're gonna add in the 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm just gonna let it cook till it becomes aromatic. All right, well, our gravy is starting to smell really, really good. So at this point, I'm gonna take the next component, which is 3 cups of beef stock. I'm gonna open the container I've got it in, and I'm just gonna pour that right in. And in addition to that, I've got our 3 tablespoons of flour. Now, if the gravy isn't thick enough in your eyes, feel free to add more flour. I'm gonna cook this down for a little bit until it's nice and thick. All right, guys, so now that I've mixed in the broth, Eshy did remind me that, hey, the recipe says to whisk in the broth. So, let me get rid of that little bit of flour there on the back of my ladle. Back of my spoon. I'm gonna take my whisk and whisk it up. And now I'm just gonna let it simmer until it's thickened. And on to the next part of our meal. All right, guys, so while I've got my potatoes boiling, my gravy simmering and thickening, I've got a grill pan right here for those fantastic skirt steaks. Skirt, skirt! Got some olive oil, a little bit of cool oil on a hot pan. That's the magic right there. Got my skirt steaks that I have very lightly seasoned, just a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And I'm only gonna put them on the grill pan for a couple minutes per side. I'm looking for a nice medium. I don't want to overcook them because they're, thinner because it's a skirt steak. All right, guys, so you can probably hear these steaks sizzling in the background. That's a really good thing. Like I said, they don't cook for too terribly long, just a minute or two per side, because they are thinner cuts of meat. I do want them, medium rare. I've got a nice plate on standby for when they're done. And for now, time to flip. Look at that. That is some awesome looking steak right there. If you want to marinate your steaks overnight, you can. Use your favorite marinade. I'm not going to tell you how to marinade because, that's not what this video is. Maybe next time. Not next time. Next time is another awesome Monster Hunter dish. So, I'm going to let these sit here for just another minute or two, and we're golden. Alright guys, so I'm going to kill the heat on our skirt steaks, give it one more little flip. That having been said, click, click. Got to make sure my tongs are working. Look at that. That is some beautiful coloration on this. I think these are a nice medium. So they should be juicy, tender, delicious, and not overcooked. I'm going to move them right onto this plate that I have sitting right here, courtesy of Eshi, because she is awesome. All right, I'm going to use my whisk and just kind of mix up this gravy. I did add a little more flour to it, just because it wasn't thickening the way I wanted it to. I may have added a little too much flour, because now it's kind of lumpy, so I'm trying to whisk in the flour and whisk out the lumps. Alright guys, that's how you make a fantastic wyvern skirt steak, along with the savory, exquisite mushroom gravy to go with it. I hope you guys like mashed potatoes. We sure do. And for some veggies, we just steamed some broccoli, nice and easy. I'm Dapper Jeff. Don't forget, tune in next Sunday for Season 2, Episode 2, Well Fed. And I hope you guys have stayed well fed. Skirt, skirt!